Today's objective is to look behind the scenes at a 3-camera shoot setup. We will get back to that as soon as you're done with your definitions. All right, I promise I'll get back to Tom Cruise and James Corden jumping out of an airplane as soon as I can. But today, I'm going to show you a 3-camera shoot, and so you need to kind of imagine that the cameras were set up as follows. We have a middle camera with a microphone, and that's going to be our main camera. We have a camera on the right, to the right, pointing to the left, and that is going to be our secondary camera. And we have a camera to the left pointing to the right, crisscrossing, as it were. And the camera on the right is focused on just the person to the left. The camera on the left is focused just on the person to the right. And we will juxtapose that throughout the interview, depending on who's talking, who's reacting, whatever we might want to do. So what you're going to see is the result of a 3-camera shoot and a big announcement from Mr. Kirkland way back in 2021. For those of you that are living in 2021, this is a new announcement for you, kind of a big moment in YHS history. Here we go. 3-camera shoot.
Hello everyone, I'm Sarah Trout, and as you can see, I'm here with our YHS principal, Mr. Kirkland, who has a very special announcement for all of you.
That's right. So with a very heavy heart, I announced that at the end of the year, I'm going to be moving from Yucaipa High School to the district office in a new executive director position.
That sounds like an exciting opportunity for you. What's your job title and description for the end of this school year?
It is an exciting opportunity. I hate leaving Yucaipa High School, but I'll be in a new role where I can support it in a different way. My new job is Executive Director of Technology and Teaching and Learning.
We're going to miss your positivity here at YHS, so I'm going to treat you like a graduating senior, and I'm going to ask you the age-old question, what will you always remember about YHS?
Yucaipa High School is a very special place in my heart, not only as being the principal, but I also graduated from Yucaipa High School. And like most graduates, my #1 goal was to get out of Yucaipa, only to realize that as you get a little older, get some education under your belt, it was a good place to be. Matter of fact, it was a great place to be, and like me, most of my friends return to this area. So coming back to YHS and being in a school where I could support not only my own children who went to school here, go to school here, but also be involved in the lives of all my friends whose kids currently go here, that was a real special time for me, real special moment for me.
One thing I'd like to thank you for is for coming up with the concept of starting a newscast of Thunderstruck 6 years ago. And here we are 200 episodes later. What else are you proud to have done as principal here?
That's a great question. Well, specifically about Thunderstruck, I could tell you when I first got here, like any new job, it's kind of overwhelming. The amount of information you have to learn, the new people, the new programs, all the stuff going on. And while I had been an administrator for 14 years prior to that, when I got here, I was completely overwhelmed with how much stuff is going on all the time. And it was very difficult to share all that information of all the different programs and sports and clubs and all the activities that were happening. So I thought it would be great if, and if I struggled knowing everything, I figured some of our students wouldn't also have an idea of everything that was available to them. So I wanted to come up with a video production class and pitch the idea to Mr. Pitcher, so that way we could kind of share those things a little bit easier amongst our student body, because there might be a student interested in something on campus but have no idea how to get a hold of it, what they actually do, who to contact, and then from there that idea just continued to grow and grow and grow. So that was one of the programs that early on I would tell you that I was proud of, that we got off the ground. But without question, the thing I'm most proud of is the people that we've been able to bring onto the campus. Not only our students and how we work with them entering Yucaipa High School from our middle schools, but the staff. The staff that we brought on, and being able to bring them on under this philosophy of we want to create engagement opportunities for them. We want them to be dynamic in the classroom. We want them to support students at every turn. We want them to be engaged with the school, but we want them to create engagement. And I would tell you that the people that we brought in have done an amazing job, and it's because of the leadership that was already here that the staff kind of demanded that our new people kind of fell in line and supported those types of philosophies and that tradition. So the combination of the strong roots that Yucaipa High School already had, in addition to the new people that joined, I would tell you I just love this particular staff, and they've done an amazing job.
That's awesome. You've done a great job leading them through all this.
Thank you.
And our last question, what would you like to say in terms of parting words to our faculty, staff, and students going forward?
High school is what you make it. And this is a thing I tell our incoming freshman parents each and every year, is that we have students that will go through high school, and then on their day of graduation, they'll be excited. It'll be a day to celebrate, and they'll say, "In high school, I didn't do anything. There wasn't anything for me." And we'll have other students that will graduate, same classes, same teachers, same opportunities, and they will say they had the best time of their life, and they did everything. They were involved in clubs, they played a sport, they were in a program, they did all the activities. And what's amazing to me is those two students had the same opportunities, and at least we try to create the same access to those opportunities, and yet they have very different experiences. So the main thing I'd want our students to know is simply that get involved. The more involved you can be in school, in your community, in your families, the happier you'll be, the more supports you're going to have when things don't go well. And that's a life lesson, because things don't always go well. So you want to create those structures for you for the bad times, and then to help you celebrate the good times. So get involved. There's a bigger network out there for you than you would ever realize. To the staff, I think I'd say, just thank you for support and their work. They've been amazing.
You couldn't have said it any better. Well, thank you once again from Thunderstruck, and thank you for all you've done for YHS. Back to the studio now.
So that was basically an example of a 3-camera shoot, and I don't do it very often. In fact, that's the very first time I think we attempted a 3-camera shoot. But we're going to be checking out, after Tom Cruise and James Corden jump out of an airplane on Thursday or Friday, we're going to then look at stop motion animation, which is our next unit. So it'll be a regular unit in normal school days. In coronavirus days, it'll be an extra credit assignment. And we're going to check out some great examples of stop motion coming up here pretty soon.